Hello everybody. So quick video this morning about MSTR's takeoff. Strategy is taking off. Stretch is still under a FUD attack. I'll address that at the end of the video. But today, of course, we focus on the common stock. The common stock is actually the top mover in the US market with up, 15%. We are up more than United Airlines. Of course, the airlines are going up quite a bit because a lot of oil fears are abating. And of course, the chemical stocks, petrochem stocks, these are all way down because, of course, we had this piece of news today, which is oil price tumble as Iran declares the Strait of Hormuz is open. So again, this market is a complete roller coaster. It's been all about the money flows. It's been all about the tweets or the news cycle. And I haven't trusted this market because this market has been flawed. And hopefully we get this Iran situation over and we get back to normal. And we get back to a market where we can assess the fundamentals. Now, of course, that is just a joke because there is likely going to be a Cuba issue at some point, and the markets will drop again when that happens. And you probably know tariffs are probably coming back at some point. Maybe Greenland is coming back at some point. So, I expect crises to be part of the end of this decade. I don't think that's going to change, where we're going to have mad moves to the downside, because that's just the nature of the market this decade. This market has been extremely volatile, but all I hope for is a period of 6 months until the midterms. Give me quietness until the midterms, so I can get back to analyzing stocks based on fundamentals. And then after the midterms, if there is another panic, I will understand, because I understand that's the nature of the game. We run 2 panics a year on average right now. That's what it is. But these wild moves are so wild. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, strategy is almost outperforming Bitcoin by 5x. By 5x. Like, this is crazy. Of course, the MNAV of strategy is going up. Now, I know he only ATMs into strength. I really hope he's going to ATM today. Perhaps towards the end of the day. Please ATM towards the end of the day or something like that. I really hope so. Anyways, it's all way too cheap. The fact that Bitcoin is only at 77K in my view, it's way too cheap. I mean, remember a year ago when we were at $100,000. Nothing has changed. It's still the hardest asset on earth. It's the hardest asset, period. Bitcoin is still the revolution. It's still the hard money revolution. It's still the leader of the hard money revolution. I mean, nothing has changed for Bitcoin. The network hasn't skipped a beat. The miners still mine. The halving is still coming in 28. Nothing has changed. Absolutely nothing has changed. The supply is getting reduced. The accumulation of strategy, the accumulation of BlackRock's IBIT. Nothing has changed. In fact, it's only gotten more bullish, right? We have crypto bills in the Senate. We have Morgan Stanley releasing an enormous ETF that's going to be like taking the world by storm. We have registered financial advisors who are seriously discussing 2 to 4% allocation all over the US. I mean, Bitcoin, the fundamentals have never been any stronger. It's just the price that has been entirely decorrelated from the fundamentals because the market has been so short term, and it's been all about the gray swans. If you think about this year between Greenland madness and the tariff madness with the EU back in late January, early February, and then of course Iran, it just makes no sense. So we celebrate today. I'm very happy. We celebrate today. We are actually back in the greed territory. And if I don't get this wrong, I think this spike from fear to greed, just looking ever since they measure it, it looks like the remontada, if I may say, looks pretty darn insane. Because if you look, whenever we went into greed, we went from a higher base, except maybe in 2023. But even then, we hadn't gone so fearful. Like, if I look from peak to trough, if this continues to extreme greed at one point, from peak to trough, this will have been mad. There's no other way to say it. Now, to be honest, I think the market is moving very fast right now. I'm a little concerned, right? It's moving so fast. We have a weekend coming up. What if there's another tweet in the weekend? So I'm not chasing. I'm still sitting on cash. I'm not chasing. I just want to see the markets stabilize. Like give me a few months of stability, because it sure would look like a little bit of chasing right now. I mean, how come are we in greed? Like last week we were in fear. We're in greed now. Anyways. At least there's a stock that is discounted, and the stock that is discounted is Stretch. Now, I said wrongly, 2 videos ago on this topic, I said I think by Friday we could be back by 100. What I didn't count on was the FUD attack. I didn't count on the FUD attack. Now, if you've seen that FUD attack, of course it's gained some traction on X. And unfortunately, Stretch is an instrument that's perhaps designed for people who don't want to dig too deep. And so shallow arguments could be enough to trigger some selling pressure, because, of course, people who hold Stretch, that's temporary cash, they likely don't have the conviction of MSTR, of MSTR holders, or if you hold Stretch and you hold MSTR, then you're a different kind of species, right? If you own both Stretch and MSTR, that means you're really all holding Stretch as a tactical position. But if you look at Stretch is an instrument that was designed for essentially the normie, is what Stretch was designed for. And so, of course, when a normie video attacks Stretch, I think that would trigger a little bit of a normie sell-off. Now, there could be also part of a sell-off in Stretch is that now stocks are going back up. Now it seems like a lot of risk on, is happening. It seems like a lot of growth stocks are getting so attractive now. So perhaps people who had some money parked in Stretch are selling that Stretch in order to buy into risk-on type stocks. And so maybe we will see this pattern when the market is risk-on. Perhaps Stretch will take a few more days than usual to recover. When the market is risk off, perhaps we'll see that Stretch recovers in like a single day during the ex-dividend period. But anyways, I guess at this point, maybe Monday night or Tuesday night, we'll be back at 100 and AT aiming at 100, especially if there's a little fear in the market. So anyways, as I said, I was here for the pain. How many pain videos have I made for the past 6 months? Since 1010, how many pain videos have I made? So now I'll gladly be here for the gains. And of course, I haven't touched my strategy position. I'm still fully in, just like HIMS, just like Tesla. I'm fully committed to these assets. Anyways, this was not investment advice. This is not financial advice. This is entertainment. I hope you were entertained. Please like, please subscribe, follow me on Patreon, follow me on X. Thank you for watching, and have a wonderful, wonderful day.